trust you when you pull shit like this." A glint of amusement entered his intense hazel eyes, making me inwardly sigh in relief. I'd kind of expected the red tinges to his irises that marked him as a Pagori vampire to start glowing. It was something they did whenever he was angry, thirsty, or horny. Pagoris were the most powerful of the 3 vampire breeds, having incredible speed and strength. Unfortunately for them, they easily became aggressive and had a very strong bloodlust.
"Answer me one thing honestly. Did you find it by accident, or did you go looking for it?"
My expression must have answered that, because he shook his head sadly. "I just don't like surprises," I said defensively, which was why I had searched our entire apartment for my birthday presents. I decided against telling him that I'd also found the other 2 gifts. It was bad enough that he'd caught me playing with my brand new PlayStation 6, which hadn't yet been released in the human world, complete with a Vampire Nation game. Jared's shrewd eyes narrowed.
"You found the other presents, too, didn't you?"
Crap. I'm not comfortable with all these questions. Shaking his head again, he plucked me from the sofa. I instantly wrapped my limbs around him, melting into the kiss that he planted on my mouth. His deliciously spicy, masculine scent swirled around me, making me want to drag him to our bedroom and have my wicked way with him on the king-size bed that we'd moved here from his old apartment. He pulled back, smiling, and ran a hand through my long, dark hair.
"I can't believe I'm going to have to teleport your presents somewhere out of your reach. All you had to do was wait another 2 weeks.
I pouted. "You don't have to teleport them away. I already promised that it wouldn't happen again." His smile widened.
"Yes, you did. But I'm pretty sure there are loopholes in that promise somewhere."
I sniffed haughtily. "Fine, be that way." The randy bastard ground himself against me.
"Now you're just making me want to fuck that attitude right out of you."
"Smooth," I teased. He nuzzled my neck, breathing in deeply.
"Unfortunately, being inside you and hearing you scream my name with that husky voice and that British accent, we'll have to wait until later."
He had a thing about my accent, but I happened to really like his Californian accent, so happy days.
"The guys are probably already at the bar."
Thanks to vampire speed, we would be ready in less than 10 minutes to meet with our squad to celebrate the completion of our most recent assignment, which had ended 2 nights ago. The gated community in which we lived was referred to as the Hollow. It housed vampires and humans and contained plenty of stores, bars, and also a nightclub. It was situated on an off-the-map Caribbean island, surrounded by a tropical rainforest, and had a man-made beach in the centre for the residents to use. Antonio, his staff, and the Legion also had access to the private beach behind his mansion. Although I'd been made a commander on my first night here, it hadn't been the position I'd applied for when I arrived from London. Having been scouted by Antonio's tracker, Sebastian, I had participated in the tryouts for a place in the Legion. The majority of the people there, including Jared, had thought it completely ridiculous for a female to attend. Although I'd passed each stage and was rare in being a feeder, a vampire able to absorb and manipulate energy, I was denied a place. It was then that Antonio made me Jared's co-commander. Jared's issue hadn't just been that I was female. No, it was also that I was a Svente vampire, the weakest of the 3 breeds. Although Cager vampires weren't as strong as Pagoris, they were still powerful in that they were hypnotically beautiful. All 3 breeds had a preternatural allure, but Cager beauty was enchanting enough to bewitch people, ensnaring their prey. Also, like Pagoris, their vampiric gifts were often very substantial. Cages were identifiable by their fangs and the amber tinges to their irises, tinges that glowed when they were angry, thirsty, or horny. Sventes, however, couldn't boast of much. Our vampiric gifts were mostly defensive rather than offensive, and we didn't have super strength or a bewitching allure. Still, we were stronger and faster than humans and had incredible agility. We didn't have visible markings, no fangs, no glowing irises, and our bloodlust wasn't overpowering. All of that enabled us to blend well with humans, and therein lay our power. But the other 2 breeds didn't perceive that as strength.